I am Mrs. Ruby Merlot. As a cultural, colorful pouring icon, I dress for every pour as one would naturally dress for dinner. I channel my muse with a quick vocal exercise, then ask my canvas what it wants to be. And now that you know my story, shall we pour?
A cordial welcome to you, my gracious viewers. A simple yet gratifying dirty flip cup pour is today's offering. Though I could flip the chalice directly over onto the canvas, I'm never sure how accurate my aim will be. Since my maid has the day off, who knows when any spillage would be cleaned up? Instead, I choose to cover the paint with the canvas, then flip the whole mess over together. Much tidier. Once I've flipped, I realize I have forgotten my prep work, so I vocalize quickly to center myself. I'm pouring. Then I ask the canvas what it wants to be. In the short time the paint has rested, cells have already begun to appear, so I use the torch, a fine tool I took from my cook. Oh, that rhymes! Took from my cook. Once she showed me how to start the flame, I was hooked. Hooked on what I took from my cook. Here it pops any air bubbles that could ruin a finished painting, and it helps encourage more of those beautiful cells to appear. And then I coat the corners with white to draw the paint across and off the canvas. Oh dear, as he has done a few times in the past, Mr. Merlot has failed to achieve the correct lighting. I'm afraid its reflection off the paint must be practically blinding you. Or maybe you're simply blinded by the beauty of the artwork before you. Eventually, poor Mr. Merlot realizes his mistake and adjusts his illumination. So much goes on during a pour. One must touch up the edges and corners with paint wherever necessary. I use the palette knife passed down to me from a very famous painter who must remain confidential. Many years ago in his Paris studio, he and I... Oh, but I disclosed too much. Suffice it to say, the knife has a je ne sais quoi that inspires and guides me in my work. When news of my secret liaison leaked to the girls on the museum board, they were all agog. Their estimation of me improved dramatically, and they always give me the plum positions in our fundraisers. I can't imagine how they found out. And now for the close-ups. Brilliant reds, bold, colorful cells, and pleasing patterns of swirls and swaths of color. I call it Wrath of Mars, though I don't know why. Thank you for spending time with me today. It means more than I can say. And here it is on display, juxtaposed with my Royal Doulton figurine, though Mitzi Cranmore says they don't go together. It is now my unfortunate task to plead with you to like this video and subscribe to my channel. This will greatly help my standing with the museum board.